everyone. So, doing a quick update for you. I did my embryo transfer. Yay! Frozen transfer. I had 2 embryos thaw, and they both thawed perfectly. They grade my embryos out of 20, so these embryos were either a 14 and a 15 or a 15 and a 16. But they said that was really good. They looked like really good embryos. They looked like they were growing. They thawed them in the morning before the procedure, and they said their cells were growing and they were filling back with water, which is what they're supposed to do. So they looked promising, I guess. So that was on Thursday. Today is Saturday. So I'm excited. I think I'm going to be way more nervous this time than I was previously, because I just went into it last time believing everything was going to work perfectly, and now I'm obviously a little bit more nervous. So I'm going to let you know kind of what I'm doing to try and create the best embryo growing environment that I can. Right now we're obviously waiting for the implantation. Now last time I had the implantation, 2 embryos were transferred, 1 implanted, and everything was fine up to 13 weeks. But I remember being in a lot of pain. I don't know if that was because I had just done a fresh IVF cycle, so my body was just really sensitive from all the poking and, you know, enlarging the ovaries and that sort of thing. I don't know what it was, but I felt like I had the worst cramps of my life, and I have endometriosis, so I know what painful cramping is like, and these were really bad. So I'm hoping this time will be a little bit different. I don't know if you're supposed to feel that in implantation, but I don't think everyone does. So far I had a little bit of twinges, but I haven't really felt anything, and I'm thinking because everything is nice and calm, I didn't really do anything before, so I'm thinking everything is going to be pretty calm in there. But so I talked to you before that I was thinking about switching over the way I was eating to just try and do like a fertility diet, kind of eat fertility boosting foods and things like that. I was doing some fertility smoothies with bee pollen in them, sometimes bee propolis, and some maca powder, which I can show you, which is just, I don't know if you can see it, maca. The ingredients say it's 100% organic maca, which is like a root that grows in Peru, and they make it into a powder and whatever. But I'm not taking it anymore now that I have the embryos, and I'm also cooking lunch while I talk, so if I go over here, that's why. Anyhow, so the reason I'm not doing that is because there's no regulation in supplements, and even though something might say it's one thing, it could have other things in it. And it's those other additives in it that might cause problems during a pregnancy. So I figured it'd be better safe to stick with really natural things, like really good foods, and we spend all of this time putting less things in our body, and I don't want to end up inadvertently putting more things in my body that my body has to process through. So the same things I'm doing this time that I did last time when I had a successful implantation are, well, I didn't do it this morning. I'm going to do it at lunchtime because I just really wasn't feeling breakfast this morning. But I take just frozen raspberries. I heat them up in the microwave, put a tiny bit of sugar on them, which I did buy some natural sugar, like raw sugar. Today I might use that. And I eat that for breakfast, usually with like a slice of really whole grain toast. If you buy it at the store, 5 ingredients or less, it's really hard to find stuff like that. But toast, tiny bit of butter, real butter. I don't use margarine or fake butter thing substitutes. There's way more bad stuff in those. And I usually had a hard-boiled egg. And now I did say I was trying to eat more organic, at least with the meats and the dairy. I don't do it so much with the vegetables because it's really, really expensive. But I'm doing it with meat for the most part. So in the morning I'll buy like antibiotic-free eggs, and I'll boil one of those, have a piece of toast, and then some of the warm raspberries warm in the microwave. My acupuncturist was saying warm foods are better, especially like for me personally. They kind of depends what's going on in your body for the recommendations, but warm foods and stuff are good for me. I'm also doing pomegranate this time, so I have my juice, just a little bit in the morning. I don't drink juice all day long. I'm a dental hygienist. No juice in my house. And also actually have like actual pomegranate that I was pulling the seeds out and eating those yesterday, kind of for a snack. So those are all really good fertility boosting foods. Also lots of greens. Right now I'm making this organic stir fry. I'm skipping the chicken this time, and I'm just putting in some butternut squash that I had roasted from the other night. I just kind of want to use it up, so I'm going to toss that in there with some broccoli, some mushrooms, and have a little bit of rice with it. So that's kind of the style of eating I'm doing. I have an organic chicken in the fridge and like a beef roast. I'm going to do those in my slow cooker probably for this week. I kind of do most of my cooking on the weekend. So yeah, and what I'm doing differently this time is I'm doing acupuncture. I've been for 3 sessions so far. I don't know the real science behind it and how many people find it super successful, but for me it was something that was going to be worth a try. So I did 3 sessions. My last session was the first one I really felt super relaxed afterwards with. So that was different. And before I had the IVF transfer, they would put them in my stomach and different places on my body. Now that I had the transfer, they don't do that. There's just some they put in your ears, your arms, your legs. And yeah, I felt super, super relaxed. So I'm trying to do what I can to create a good environment, just to kind of balance out your hormones. And that's the whole idea of why I'm doing organic milk and trying to have antibiotic-free meats and stuff. And I buy like the natural selections meats and things like that. It's just to have less hormones in my body, less antibiotics and things I don't really need. So those things I'm doing differently. And today I'm doing some holiday baking, so I'm doing that all day long. It's a super cold one here in Atlantic Canada. I know there were other things I wanted to mention, but I can't seem to remember what they were. I'm hoping to do, I'm going to keep up with my videos, keep letting you know what's going on. I'm really hoping to try and figure out how to like properly edit a video so I don't look like these vertical, crappy videos, because I don't know how to use a computer. So we'll see in the coming months if I can figure that out. I'm currently on progesterone, prometrium 3 times a day, and I'm on a higher dose of estradiol this time, but I'm taking that twice a day. I'm taking my baby aspirin and my prenatal vitamins. For vitamins, I take some fancy vitamins. Essentials. It's like a little pack of horse pills, basically. My mom actually bought these for me, and there's just lots of really good things in them. There's omega-3s, calcium, prenatals, and something else. But you're supposed to take them through pregnancy and nursing. But yeah, so it's a little packet like that. So I take lots of pills still. But yeah, so in fertility smoothies, I'm getting a really good blender for Christmas time, so I'm going to be doing lots of green smoothies for my snacks so I don't gain a lot of weight if I get pregnant this time, just so I can stay full without feeling kind of gross. So, and lots of spinach. I'm eating lots of spinach and lots of fresh veggies and organic cheese, organic yogurt, stuff like that. So I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, and there was something else I didn't show you. As far as like carbohydrates and bread grain products, I've been trying to make my own breads and things. I made my own pita pockets, my own raisin bread, with like whole wheat flour and stuff. I find that I like to make a lot of things homemade. I make my own laundry soap. I'm going to try and make my own hand soap. I like to do things homemade, especially food, because I know what's in it and I'm the one making it. I know it's really fresh and really good. So I've been trying to make my own bread. I'm probably going to run out of flour today with all my baking, so I'm really not going to make bread this weekend like I wanted to. But I switched to, bear with me for a sec. There's something called Ezekiel bread, and it's basically like, ooh, I just burnt my stir fry. Okay. It's like sprouted grain and things like that. I can read it off the package here. Wheat, barley, spelt. It's like sprouted grain. So it's supposed to be a lot better for you than just whatever. So if I'm going to buy bread, you can buy this too. I have these in tortillas, and I have it in like a loaf of bread too. You have to keep them in the freezer usually because there's no preservatives in them, so they'll mold a little bit easier. But I usually freeze most of my stuff anyways. So yeah, lots of natural things happening around here. That's pretty much it. It's a waiting game now. I'm trying to stay super busy. I'm working a really full week next week, so that'll bring me through to when I can start testing to see if anything's stuck. So fingers crossed for me, Mame, prayers and fingers crossed, and best wishes to all you ladies that are still trying, and all my congrats to everyone who's expecting. And hopefully there's going to be more good things to come with this one. I'm hopeful. I'm trying to stay positive, but I'm still a little bit weary, so we'll see how all that pans out. And Merry Christmas to everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.